Hey guys, welcome to the JS channel, and today we are going to be doing an update on Toy Story 4. Now you're probably wondering, why do I have an Incredibles 2 poster right here? Well, I don't have a Toy Story 4 poster, and this is really the only thing accurate that I had, and because Toy Story 4 and Incredibles 2 are both made by me. So anyways, right now I have the latest on Toy Story 4. Today we're going to be talking about the plot, the details, the release date, how long the movie is, and will it do great, and will we like it. Starting off with the plot, let's start off with the plot. The plot is Woody and Buzz Lightyear go and find Bo Peep and bring her home. Do you know who's Bo Peep, you ask? She is, you don't remember her from the first Toy Story? First two Toy Stories? Well, she is Little Bo Peep. She is a Little Bo Peep doll. And she and Woody developed a relationship in the first two Toy Stories. Unfortunately, she did not appear in Toy Story 3. So Little Bo Peep, the film stars Tom Hanks returning as Sheriff Woody, Tim Allen reprising his role as Buzz Lightyear, Annie Potts returning as Bo Peep, Joan Cusack returning as Jessie, Estelle Harris returning as Mrs. Potato Head, and also Patricia Arquette was added to the cast. However, it is not known who she will play in the film. Next up is the update. Tim Allen, the voice of Buzz Lightyear ever since Toy Story was released back in 1995, was on the show The Talk, and he said that this is an incredibly good story. Tim Allen in quotes, "This is an incredibly great story. I can't. There's good characters, and you couldn't even make it through the last scene, and some of the scenes towards the end were really hard to get through." That was Tim Allen, who said that he cried while recording Toy Story 4 because it was so emotional. He said that even some parts towards the end were hard to get through. Could Toy Story 4 be the best Pixar film and best Toy Story film? Probably not. However, it could receive a perfect rating, and it could beat Toy Story 3 and 2, and it is possible. However, I still do not think it can beat the original. And however, it'll definitely be popular. Especially not like Cars 2, which was actually terrible. In my opinion, I liked it, because I'm a Cars fan, as you probably know. So anyways, let's move on to more things. So the release date is June 21st, 2019. So in 2019, Toy Story 4 will be out in theaters. Unfortunately, it got delayed many times. So, the film was originally scheduled for June 16, 2017. However, it got pushed back to June 15, 2018, and got pushed back to June 21st, 2019, because Cars 3 and Incredibles 2 took their places, and they were having production problems. The actress for Bo Peep, Annie Potts, said in June 2018, she said in quotes, "They threw out 3/4 of the script and rewrote. And since then, my time has expanded in the film Toy Story 4. Miss Potts reported that her time working on the film had expanded because Toy Story 4 kept getting delayed. The film is scheduled to be only an hour and 30 minutes, so 90 minutes, which would be the shortest Pixar and Toy Story film, not including Toy Story. Toy Story is the shortest Pixar and Toy Story film ever made, but it is, I believe, the most successful Pixar film and Toy Story film. According to Rotten Tomatoes, it says that Toy Story is at the top and Toy Story 2 is right behind. Toy Story received 100% in Rotten Tomatoes, Toy Story 2 100% in Rotten Tomatoes, and Toy Story 3 99% in Rotten Tomatoes. Unfortunately, I can't disagree with. Actually, no, I do agree. Actually, I didn't like Toy Story 3 as much as the other films. Toy Story 2 is still my favorite to this day, and it will probably always be my favorite unless Toy Story 4 turns out to be very successful, and I love it. And it is supposed to be successful because it's very anticipated. However, it could be a flop, but I highly doubt it since it is a Toy Story film. Toy Story has done well in box office numbers ever since 1995 when the first film was released. In 1995, Pixar released Toy Story, and Toy Story 2 was released in 1999. Pixar was very successful at the time. However, they weren't able to do sequels due they couldn't agree with Disney on a new deal. That is why Toy Story 3 came out 11 years after the second film, and it was released in June 2010. Now Toy Story 4 is set for June 21st, 2019, and that is a 9-year gap. And at least it's not like 12 years, right? Like Monsters University. It's better than Monsters University, definitely. Toy Story 4 is supposed to be a romantic comedy, and will be a great film, definitely, because it is a Toy Story film. I doubt it will be a flop because Toy Story movies do like absolutely perfect in box office and the Rotten Tomatoes and IMDb. So when Toy Story was first released, everyone loved it. Toy Story 2 is no exception. Everyone loved the first and second Toy Story. But a lot of people did not quite like the third one as best as the other two. But it was still great. Question: who will be the villain in Toy Story 4? Could Patricia Arquette play the villain? It is unconfirmed who Patricia Arquette will play. She was added to the cast and for Toy Story 4 not too long ago, and it says that she'll play the hippie mom, whoever that is. Actually, by the way, Laurie Metcalf has confirmed that she will return as Mrs. Davis, Andy's mom. Could Andy return? Highly doubtful. I think John Morris, who played and voiced Andy in all the Toy Story films, Toy Story, Toy Story 2, and Toy Story 3, will probably not return. But at least Andy's mom will return for the end of the franchise. Toy Story 4 will probably be the final film in the franchise. Toy Story 3 was originally supposed to be the final film. After Lee Unkrich, the director of Toy Story 3, said that after Toy Story 3 was released in 2010, that Toy Story 4 was not planned. However, in 2011, Tom Hanks said that Toy Story 4 was in the works at Pixar, but nothing was official. However, in November 6, 2014, Pixar announced that Toy Story 4 was in the works. It's taking 5 years to make an hour and 30 movie. Wow. Well, these films do take a lot of time, so don't get angry with Pixar about it. We've waited 9 years since Toy Story 3, and now that we will see Toy Story 4 and see how the franchise will end. Don't get me wrong, I love the Toy Story films, just not my favorite. They're definitely in my top 10, and I love Toy Story. My 3 top movies, actually, before I got older, were Toy Story, Cars, and WALL-E. However, I pretty much just like Cars, and now I actually do like Incredibles 2, but I really think Toy Story and WALL-E are a deep thing, or is something some things that are really deep into my heart. We'll just have to see what happens when Toy Story 4 hits theaters on June 21st, 2019. Thanks for watching. This is the JS channel. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Goodbye.